There's a shortage of face masks, medical grade face masks. There's the N95 produced by 3M and others, and then there's also the KN95 brand. I've been trying to help get face masks to the frontline medical workers and those that need them. And there's a huge problem with counterfeiting. So I've been going through some materials to try to identify the good ones from the bad ones. We've sent them out for particulate testing so they can meet the standard, the 95% standard. And I had some that passed and some that failed, and we're trying to figure out a way to tell the difference. It's really important that we be able to tell. Okay, I'm here. I've got the KN95 masks coming in, and this is the quality control system where we're separating out the counterfeits from the legitimate face masks that will actually protect the healthcare workers. So we're getting that sorted out before we send these out and forward them on. A lot of counterfeits floating around out there. Folks, we got to stop these. We got to stop sending around counterfeit masks that don't protect people. I'm going to show you some of the masks that were tested. This sample, they're all labeled KN95. That doesn't matter. Whatever the sticker on the package said, none of that matters. You've got to look at the inside. So what I did is I snipped the corners of the mask and I peeled it apart to see what was inside of it. These are 5-layer masks. So there's an outer, a non-woven fabric layer, and then in this case, there's another non-woven fabric layer. And then there's this spun bond layer. It's the cushiony quilting material. And then there's another fabric. So this is a 5-layer mask, but it failed the particulate test. What I noticed about this mask is it's missing an important element, and that's the melt blown layer, which is the layer that traps the really small particles. I had another mask that was tested. Again, it's stamped KN95. And so this should meet the 95% standard. This one actually passed the test at about 98% or better trapping rate. So this is great. We got one that works. How do we tell the difference? When we take this one apart, it's a 5-layer mask. It has the outer non-woven fabric, and then it has, we found the melt blown layer here. This is the white, and it's kind of easy to tear. It's got a very fine sieve or mesh to it. There's actually 2 layers of that, and then there's the spun bond layer, the quilting layer, and then there's a final outer non-woven fabric. And so those are the 5 layers in a working mask. It's been reported that there's a shortage of the melt-blown material, the large rolls of that material. Because there's a long lead time on that, and the machinery takes 9 to 12 months to put into place, there's a shortage. It looks like a lot of the manufacturers thought, well, hey, we can't get it, let's just put something else in there or leave it out. And obviously that makes the mask not functional. It's even harder than this though. So I had another mask, and I thought this mask is going to pass the test because I took one of them apart and I checked, and I said, well, there's the layer 1. Aha, it's got the white melt blown layer. It's got 2 of those, and then it's got the quilted layer, and then it's got the other non-woven fabric layer. And so this should be a good functioning mask. Well, sent it out for testing, it failed. And so the counterfeiters have gotten more and more sophisticated. In just a matter of a few weeks, they're able to make these masks that look identical on the outside, identical on the labels. Even on the inside, they look the same now. We thought early on, well, this one has the nose piece on the outside and this one has it on the inside. That's how we'll tell the difference. They can copy everything exactly down to this very little layer. And so if you look at the samples here, you can see the passing sample over here has almost the exact same 5 layers as the failing sample over here. You can hardly even tell the difference. If you look really closely, you might be able to say that this melt blown layer on the passing one looks a little different than the one on that failed the test. And so that's the difference in being safe from the virus and not being safe. And so this is what we're up against, and we've got to find a way to be able to trace these things from the source all the way to those that need it and that are wearing it. So we're still looking for a way to be able to tell if a mask is going to work by looking at it from the outside, from the inside. We're looking for other methods to test these masks because to put it on a particulate tester destroys the mask, and it takes a long time. That's not a practical way to do it. We really need to know where these masks are coming from. We need to trace them all the way through. And the supply chain's a problem because as soon as a middleman gets their masks, even you look at my shipment, I have all these masks now in these boxes, and if I were to turn around and send those out, because I tested this one, right, it passed, and I send out all these masks, well, it's all mixed up with these these ones that don't work. And so there's a lot of people involved in this process that they're just not thinking it through, and we don't have the right tools in place to make sure that we're getting the quality functional masks that we need to those that need them. These masks are particularly, they're KN95, which is very similar. It's a UK standard, a Chinese standard for the masks. The same problem is happening with the N95 masks, and there's all sorts of counterfeiting going on. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of this. It's a really important problem, and we'll let you know how it goes. Thanks.